the New South Wales Premier, will outline his vision for Sydney over the next decade when he addresses the Daily Telegraph Future Sydney Bradfield Oration. Our Sky News New South Wales political reporter Julia Bradley is there covering the speech. Julia, what can we expect from the Premier?
Well, first started in 2014, the Daily Telegraph Future Sydney Bradfield Oration has always been an event which draws Sydney's top minds. Policymakers, industry leaders gather to discuss those big ideas and also big city-shaping projects, whether that be road and rail, the new Western Sydney Airport. But today we will see a major focus on the housing crisis, which is gripping Sydney. New South Wales Premier Chris Minns will be delivering a keynote speech. This will really be his major focus, and we're told that there will be a major announcement regarding reforms to the planning system. Now, more than a year and a half into his government here in New South Wales, that does really remain his top priority, to get the planning system moving. And we will see him speak about, of course, those housing targets which the state needs to meet. They are ambitious targets agreed at National Cabinet, 75,000 new homes each year over 5 years. The Premier, though, admitting on several occasions that the state is simply not on track to meet those targets. So the hope is through these measures, including one which will be announced today, they can try to kickstart that approvals process. Here's the editor of the Daily Telegraph, Ben English.
There's actually real human consequences of this, and you just called it out. We've got hordes of young people, educated, sophisticated people that are just marching out of Sydney. It's a brain drain, but it's also what it is a reflection of people giving up, which I think is a tragedy. We're sort of sleepwalking into, I think, one of the biggest crises we've ever faced.
Now, also released today is a pattern book of pre-approved designs for unit blocks and for terraces. 5 of them. A competition was announced at the last Bradfield Oration last year, and essentially developers, builders will be able to draw upon these pre-approved designs in order to get approvals quicker. Now, we will see the Bradfield Oration today delivered by the Federal Shadow Energy Minister, Ted O'Brien, who will be outlining the Coalition's plan to transition to nuclear energy, also breaking down the true cost of the renewables rollout. There'll be 2 panel discussions, including one focused on what Sydney will look like over the next decade, where we will be hearing from leaders in the transport industry.
Julia, thank you. You can live stream the Daily Telegraph Future Sydney Bradfield Oration and it's also on our election channel 603, also skynews.com.au, the Daily Telegraph website as well. That's from 11:45 Eastern Daylight Time.